He should go to California because California Medicaid pays for Native American exorcism, music lessons, and cooking classes. So if I was a real schemer, not to say I'm not, but if I was real...
What in the world is Fox News talking about? That was kind of my first reaction to the statement the news channel, Fox News channel personality that said tax paid money or tax money is being given out for exorcisms to be performed. So I know your first reaction might be there can be absolutely no truth to what this Fox News personality is saying, that there is tax money, your tax money, fellow citizens' tax money being used to pay for exorcisms performed by some sort of medicine man or other Native American performing some ritual to exorcise demons out of people. But as ridiculous as this seemed, I said, well, let me look into this to see if there's any kernel of truth, or is this just totally unbased on any reality? So here's what I found. Okay, so what we have here is a pretty long article produced by NPR. I believe it stands for National Public Radio. They have stations, I believe, in various states, various locations, West Coast, East Coast, all around. KQED is a particular station that produced this article looking at the heading on this. They're out of the San Francisco Bay Area in California. I believe that's the station when I lived there that I would listen to some of their programming. They are very left-leaning. So what they do is they take the example of, looks like an example of a young man who was battling depression and alcohol-induced seizures, and he went to a Native-led recovery treatment program. I won't read the whole thing, but they put him through a series of, I guess, traditional Native American, I don't want to call them treatments. I'm grappling for a word. They put him through different things, such as I think they put him in a sweat lodge, other things that they do that the government, I guess, is using our tax dollars to pay for. He did some traditional dancing and some other rituals. Let me do this. Let me pull up a definition. Let's see what Google says about these sort of, I would call them Native medicine man traditional healing methods. Let's get that definition, because that's basically, I guess, what they're using the tax money for in this story here. Okay, so medicine man, medicine people. This is Google and its AI just asking them what a medicine man, what do they do, or what are they? So they use different methods according to Google. So let me read this. The methods used by medicine people vary significantly by tribe, but frequently include. So first off, there's not a unanimity in the practices used across different tribes. That's going to be probably one of the many concerns with taking taxpayer money and providing money from taxpayers to do these rituals. So They use different methods. So herbalism, extensive knowledge of local plants, roots, and barks to create medicinal remedies. So I'm not sure who the government has overseeing the different tribes that are getting money to do these procedures um, and use of these plants and roots and barks. Didn't say in the story that I read. They also, the medicine people perform ceremonial rituals, use of chanting, drumming, dancing, and sand paintings, such as in Navajo culture, to facilitate healing. So they're going to pay the US government's going to pay people to do chanting, beating on drums, and dancing around the medicine man and or I guess the patient to dance around, and then the medicine man will paint in the sand. Oh, I'm sorry. The government. The, I'm sorry. The government's gonna. The government. All right. Oh, cut. Let me get my composure here. The government. The United States of America government and states are going to take taxpayer money take taxpayer money to pay to pay a medicine man to paint to pay, we're going to take taxpayer money to pay a medicine man to paint to paint in the to paint in the sand to heal somebody of their addictions or personal demons or mental illnesses. And the next, medicine bundles, collections of sacred objects such such as feathers, special stones, or animal parts that are believed to hold spiritual power and are often passed down through generations. Purification practices like sweat baths, sweat lodges, and fasting to cleanse the body and spirit. Um, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can read the screen for yourself here. We're going to, first we had, the allegations and many people, um, many people hauled into court and a number of people convicted for, hundreds of millions, maybe billions of dollars of fraud up in Minnesota for, the money that the government gave them. Now, things are being uncovered how the government is just using our tax dollars and spreading this money around. Um, let me share one more thing, and I'll try to end on this. I also heard that up in Minnesota they were doing things like if I've got several kids and you have several kids, I'll watch your kids, you'll watch my kids, and we file for some money because I'm doing daycare. I'm watching your kids and you're watching my kids. So you file for daycare money from the government for watching my kids, and we both are getting checks. You know, we really need the government to clamp down on just taking our tax money and just spend it in all sorts of places. This is not good, people. And I'm just, here's the thing. Here's the thing. So where are we going with this? In the oral history on both sides of my family, there is part of my ancestry on both sides that's Native American, but predominantly it's African. So if my predominant genetic is, and I've actually got the lab working on a lab that I paid to work on, figuring out how much of what I am, as far as my DNA, my genetics. But in any case, I believe the predominant part of my ancestry is from somewhere in Africa. So you're telling me that I can go back or go out and find me sort of a tribal medicine man or witch doctor or whatever, and set up shop for witch doctor incantations, spells, hoodoo, voodoo, or whatever, and use that as part of the method to cure people, set up shop and go through the procedures to get approved, I guess in California and certain states, get approved to treat people using the witch doctor that I hired. I wouldn't do that. I'm just telling you, where is this going? So the witch doctor will perform ceremonies to remove a person's addictions and personal demons, and we get a check. We get a regular check, or however this works. We get cash from the government. We get your tax dollars. I'm just really, 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 really uncomfortable with this.